One of the first things you're going to want to do when you buy a house is you want to build a team. Now, the team consists of quite a few people. You have realtors, you have loan officers, you have escrow, title, inspectors, appraisers. There's just underwriters, funders. There's so many people that get involved, TCs. And really where it starts is at the realtor. Now, how do you find a realtor? Well, a lot of people go online. They'll find them on Craigslist, Realtor.com. A lot of people will drive around and see open houses and meet their realtors on an open house, and they get a good feel whether they like the person or not. Another way is to ask around. Ask people you know for referrals. That's a really, really great way to find somebody because you're going to know how they took care of another client and a friend of yours. They can give you a lot of insight about what lender they use, what real estate agent they use, so on and so forth. Now, the realtor is going to introduce you to a loan officer, and I hope they introduce you to me at iServe Residential. Now, that loan officer is going to ask you to bring in a lot of paperwork. Looks pretty scary, huh? All right, let's not get too scared. What we're going to do is ask you to bring in some very simple things. Pay stubs for the most recent 30 days, federal tax returns for the last 2 years, and W-2s for the last 2 years. Asset items that we're going to request is bank statements. They're going to ask for the last 2 months' bank statement. And with that, they're going to be able to give you an idea of what your price range is going to be, what price a home you're looking at. And price range is good. But for me, I want to know what the rate is I'm going to get, and I'm going to want to know, am I getting a 15-year loan? Am I getting a 30-year loan? What are the rate and what are the terms? And what's the difference between a 15-year versus a 30-year? I want to know what are my payments, something we call PITI. That stands for principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. That's the mortgage payment. Does it include mortgage insurance? Is there a homeowners association fee involved? Is there mellow roofs? There's a lot of elements that go into the PITI. So make sure you're clear about what the different payments are that you're looking at. And if you're looking at a home versus a condominium, what are the differences that you have when you have a homeowners association? And how does that adjust your payment and the amount of house you can buy? Now, with all that information, we're going to do something called Get You Pre-Approved. And when you're pre-approved, you're going to receive something called a pre-approval certificate. It's going to look just like this one. It's going to have your name. It's going to have a property address if you're making an offer, or it's going to say TBD, to be determined, if you're not looking at a house. It's going to tell you the amount you're qualified for, and give you an idea of what the interest rate's going to be and what the terms of the loan are. 30-year fixed FHA, 30-year fixed VA, and what the loan amount is. Now, a key component, in my opinion, to a pre-approval certificate is the strengths of your file. So what are the ratios that your loan has? What are your FICO scores? Because those are things that a seller and a seller's agent are going to want to look at to determine how strong of a buyer you are. They're key components, and they're very important in our business, and most realtors and most loan officers know what those are. Going to want to know about your employment history. And last but not least, how much money do you have? Has the mortgage company verified the assets you have, or are you going to have to borrow them from a mother or a father or another family member or a friend? Very, very important. That's going to show the strength of the file. And what is the current status of that transaction? Are you in processing? Has that loan already been pre-approved? Has it gone through desktop underwriting? There's a lot of elements, and a good loan officer can walk you through and teach you about all those areas. So once you're pre-approved, what you're going to want to do is get on the phone and call your real estate agent and go pick out your new house. My name is Martin Lopez from iServe Residential Lending. You can connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and of course on my website at martinlopez.com. Thank you again for watching this video, and the next video, which covers the home search, the process of loan processing and updating your paperwork and actually going through the home search to negotiate an offer, is going to be the next video that we're going to go to in the 3-step guide to home buying. Thanks again.